they call me Hammy, which is my nickname, but He, Her, Him, Lincoln was really, I think a friend thought of it. It was just super absurd. I've always been very loudly Jewish, so I'm I'm Jewish. So it felt very right. There's a kind of a soul searching moment when you're looking for your derby name. So, you go through all the list and then you have to make sure nobody else has it. And you have some heartbreak when you think of the most clever, unique thing, and of course somebody else has thought of that. But shockingly, nobody else thought of Abraham Lincoln. So I took it. I took ownership of it. I love it very much. It's who I am.
I did juniors, which is the roller derby for girls 8 to 18. And I just knew a girl who did it right when it was just starting. I was part of the original Gotham Juniors first travel team, and I was captain the 2015 season. And I went and saw a game because my friend had extra tickets, and then I called my mom and I said, "Hey Mom, I'm gonna play roller derby." She said, "You don't know how to roller skate," and I said, "I'm gonna do that."
Awesome.
And then I was terrible for many years. My mom, her last name is Finkelstein, which is about as Jewish as it gets. And my last name is my dad's, but my middle name is Esther. So they snuck it in there after great aunt Esther.
We went to temple for bat mitzvahs or weddings. I was bat mitzvahed. That was my choice, though. Since I was a girl, I didn't have to. I had a choice, and I chose to because the synagogue we went to in the Bronx, the rabbi was Rabbi Avi Weiss, who I thought he was really super cool because he used to chain himself to things. He was the guy. I don't even know if he's still alive. I meant to look that up at one point. He used to chain himself to the White House and to Bitburg Cemetery, and he was the guy who was getting arrested. And who doesn't want the rabbi who's constantly getting arrested for things? That's the rabbi I want.
And one of the great things about skating for the Gotham Girls Roller Derby in particular is that this league has always prioritized the athletic narrative over kind of the fake superhero thing or foxy boxing thing, which just isn't the case. I'm sure as you guys saw, there's not a lot of fishnets on the track anymore.
Game and strategy is really important to me. I spend a lot of time watching footage and thinking and reading the rule book, and just making sure that I know everything.
As I've grown up, I think I'm not very religious, but I do fast at Yom Kippur because I feel like I'm supposed to. When I step on the track for practice, it's about what can I get a little bit better at today? Because, every day they're my stops aren't as good as I'd like them to be, or I need to have a quicker reaction time, or maybe I need to be a little bit faster. And so every time I step out, it's having a focus and trying to focus on one thing that I can be better at every day. And it's to be honest, I do that in life as well, because I think that life is about learning and it's about always remaining teachable in all areas of our lives. So I bring that same focus into roller derby.
Favorite part about Purim is that it's this badass woman saves the Jewish people.
Me and my mom do Hanukkah together, really quietly. We light the candles and we pray. And when I went to college, I would come back for the first night of Hanukkah. And it's just a really thing with me and my mom. And it's just a really important family thing that we do.
Yeah.
It kind of allows me to be a little bit bigger and louder than I am in real life. If I'm actually pretty shy in a lot of situations and uncomfortable in social stuff, so when I put myself in uncomfortable situations or different kinds of things, I can be oh, well, I'm going to be Hammy tonight.